Welcome to Roofing Insights. On this channel, we speak the truth about roofing products and roofing materials while helping homeowners and contractors alike make the best roofing decisions. In today's video, we will talk about the most important accessory on your roof besides shingles, of course. It's ice and water barriers. Some people call it membrane, some people call it shield, but it's ice and water protection. What is ice and water protection? Let me explain. Dustin,
yes.
How many rolls of ice and water on average you use per job, would you say? Like 20 square house?
Oh, six to eight, depending on the overhangs. Yep, in the valleys.
And on the higher end, from the bigger jobs, like 30 square jobs, it'll be like 10-ish, 12?
Yeah, that's probably fair to say.
I'm just trying to figure out the cost per job. So like Home Depot has rolls. This is 2 square rolls. So if you have a roll that costs you $44 times 6, it's $264. But on the higher end, if it's 129 times 6, it's $774. It's 3 times the cost.
Yeah.
$500 even on the cheaper jobs. Now, if you have 30 squares, it's three,
right.
It's 3 times.
Right.
It's pretty big.
Like, if you're scamming somebody for an extra $500. I don't know.
We have to educate the homeowner for all this stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Fair enough.
So in today's video, I will explain what ice and water barriers all about. I also will teach you a few tricks how to screen your roofing contractor, the person who's trying to sell you a roof. How can you use your knowledge about ice and water barrier to screen and qualify your roofing contractor for a job? Because ice and water barrier is also a barrier between good guys and bad guys in the industry. First, what is ice and water shield and why do you need it? Ice and water shield is a far superior product compared to basic roofing felt paper. I call it ice and water protector, sometimes also referred to as ice and water shield, is a waterproof roof underlayment membrane developed to protect vulnerable areas on a roof from ice and water damage. Ice and water protectors, sometimes called ice and snow shields in cold climates, are made with the polymer modified bitumen. Speaking in very plain words, ice and water is simply peel and stick underlayment that goes under your shingles, usually installed first 3, 6, or 9 feet on your edge. The rule, usually 2 feet behind your interior wall. So pretty much if you have overhang, usually we start ice and water or peel and stick all the way at the edge, but we're trying to protect areas that's actually heated. So at least 2 feet, but usually you have first 2 or 3 layers on most roofs, peel and stick, and then we switch to synthetic underlayment. So that's what ice and water barrier generally is. But let me explain why ice and water is such a big deal and why it's really big differentiators between good and bad contractors, and how can you use this knowledge to choose a contractor. Here are my 4 points that you must know about ice and water barrier that your contractor probably will not tell you. Number 1, there's a huge difference in cost. Right before this video, I stopped by my local Home Depot, and here's what I found out. Home Depot has 4 different ice and water barriers. One of them costed $44.97, and the most expensive was $129. So we had $44, $84 per roll, $129, and $49.98. All of them were ice and waters. Technically, all of them qualify for any roofing job in the city of Minneapolis. Obviously, we're up north. All of those 4 would be sufficient for building code, but I promise you they all perform different, and some of them would be considered premium ice and water, some of them would be economy grade and builder grades as well. So we have, as far as breaking down cost, we have the cheapest one goes for 22 cents per square foot. The most expensive one, 64 cents per square foot, so 3 times that. So on average, you will be using 6 to 8 rolls of ice and water for smaller houses like 2,000 to 2,500 square feet, and up to 15-16 rolls of ice and water on a little bit bigger houses. So if you do that math based on these prices, something like economy grade ice and water will cost you $250, $260, and something like premium will cost you, even in a smaller house, will cost you about $750. That's a $500 saving, but I don't call it saving, I call it cheating. So if contractor used one versus another but did not tell you what he's using, or maybe even getting paid to use more expensive and using cheaper one, you will never find out. So you have to have a talk with your contractor what exactly he is using. Is he using economy grade or premium grade? You have the right to know, because they're not saving you money, they actually increase their profits. And especially if it's insurance job, maybe right now you already have more expensive ice and water on your house, maybe they're downgrading you. If they're not talking about ice and water they're installing, you might be getting something very, very cheap, but you might be paying full price. That's why I always recommend homeowners and contractors to put it in writing. Be transparent about all products, all accessories you're putting in the roof. It's your right as a consumer to ask that question, and in my humble opinion, contractor owes it to you because he's charging you money or your insurance money for the products he's installing. There's no reason for him not to be transparent. But we do have some reasons, and I believe some contractors are not putting in writing and not specifying it. And the reasons are as follows. Reason number 2 is maybe the contractor just does not know or does not care about performance. The biggest difference between cheaper and more expensive ice and water barriers are, stickiness, some other features like is it safe? As a matter of fact, the cheaper the product, usually, not always the case, but usually, it's very, very slippery, very hard to walk on. So premium grade ice and water are protecting those roofers on your roof. And trust me, you don't want anybody to jeopardize their lives for no reason. So if contractor can use less slippery product on the edge of your roof, that's where ice and water goes on. Trust me, he should be making those decisions in your favor and not just thinking about increasing his profits. I've seen a lot of roofers complaining about quality of ice and water over the years, just like they complain over massive granule loss on the shingles. Because when you're slippery in a roof, you always have to be alert, you have to be careful. You don't want to get on the roof and feel like you're on an ice rink. It should not be slippery. All roofing products should be designed for roofers to install and to be safe on roofs. Reason number 3 why it's important, like I mentioned earlier, they might be downgrading you without your knowledge. Let me play this scenario for you. Let's say you have 12-year-old roof, you never have any issues with it. In winter time, during the ice dam season, snow loads on the roofs, your roof never leaked. You always have been happy with it. Now you have a hail damage. Let's say your original contractor, original builder, installed premium roofing system. He went above and beyond on all accessories, installed really good ice and water, really good underlayments, premium shingles. Now you have a hail damage and insurance is paying to replace your roof. So insurance is paying to replace ice and water, underlayments, and architectural design shingles. Now you're hiring brand new contractor. He comes into play, and instead of using all the premium products, he doesn't want you to know that he is going economy grade. He's not putting anything in writing. Insurance is paying for ice and water. I'm going to install ice and water. Meet the code, can't touch me. So now you did have a premium roofing system and you're downgrading that system, and now you have a contractor who maximizing his profit by downgrading your roof and cutting corners instead of installing back the premium roofing system. Now the very next winter or following winter, you have a few ice dams, you have a snow on the roof, and you have a leak inside. You call him out, you say, hey, I have a leak and it's a brand new roof. He's gonna tell you, hey, it's not because of my roof, it's because of ice dam. Now, he might be right, but maybe it's because that ice and water that's supposed to protect your roof from ice dams, now it's not as good as the one before. Because trust me, when you go from premium products to average or economy grade products, performance also changing. So maybe you didn't have problem for 12 years because it was premium, but now economy grade, I guarantee you, not gonna perform as well. So he downgraded you without telling you. On paper, it's still the same accessory, but the quality of the accessory went all the way down. Would you be okay with that? I personally know for myself, I wouldn't. And the last point, number 4, why ice and water is very, very important for your roof and why you have to have a conversation with your contractor about it is about your warranty. That contractor who is not specifying which ice and water he is using and maybe trying to save a few bucks by using general brand or off-brand name, maybe he is sacrificing your warranty as well. Most roofing manufacturers, shingle manufacturers, have requirements for other accessories as well. Some of them have requirements to use 5 accessories of certain brand. They're not gonna honor warranty if you just use their shingle and you went cheap on different materials. So ice and water belongs to those accessories. Sometimes you might use another brand for ice and water and still get a warranty, but a lot of times it's not the case, and a lot of brands are watching it. Now, it's hard to enforce. I know we install Owens Corning in our business and we have to provide receipts for ice and water barrier that we purchased to prove that we, as a matter of fact, did use that certain ice and water to issue warranty to our homeowners. Make sure you don't get your warranty sacrificed because your contractor did not explain to you which roofing materials he's going to be using as accessories. With everything being said, here are my few tips how to hire a roofing contractor and how to use ice and water talk in your negotiations. So number 1, simply asking which ice and water barrier they're going to be using. For example, in my company, I've been a roofing contractor for the last 6 years. We have, we call it roof in a bag. So when we come to the homeowners, we always show homeowner all accessories we're going to be using. And I just pull it out from my bag. We actually show homeowner 3 different types. And we're Owens Corning guys, but you can use Atlas, you can use JF, you can use any other brand of your choice. The brand does not matter. What matters is you have to show the homeowner visual products, how they perform and different. So we give, you know, like Owens Corning, for our warranties, we can install 3 different products. We also have, you know, shingles, hip and reach. We have synthetic underlayments. We'll talk about those in the next videos on this channel. But when we come to the homeowners, we do show them options and homeowners make a decision which one they would like. Premium or economy grade or mid grade, it doesn't really matter for the warranty because they're all made by OC, by the brand we install, and they're all good quality, but at least we show you and it's your decision what do you want to pay. Another question I would like to ask your contractor is the ice and water he's going to be installing is the same brand as the shingles he's going to be installing, and if it's going to affect the warranty. Like I mentioned earlier, a lot of warranties are required, you know, many accessories to be of the same brand, so that your contractor should know, and you also will know if he's planning to register the warranty or if he's just trying to do something really quick and easy and not to worry about paperwork after the fact. A lot of contractors don't like to deal with the warranties and they just say, well, my warranty is all you need. I don't agree with it, but I'll let you have a conversation with your contractor about it. The last question I would probably ask my contractor is why he installed certain brand. And that's where you will see if he knows what he's talking about or if he doesn't care. I personally don't believe anyone in the roofing industry who is saying that products are all the same, shingles are all the same. Those are, you should be running from, because if contractor is saying all products are the same, just choose me and I will install wherever I like, it tells me he's actually not an expert, he does not know the difference. Good roofer, whether he's installer or a sales rep or owner of the business, will always know what works and what doesn't work. And ice and water barrier is one of those products. There is a lot of products out there I would not buy because I don't want to put my installers in jeopardy because they're too slippery or they're not sticky and I just don't like the performance. So I'm not installing builder's grade in my business. I don't recommend it to anyone. Maybe there is a time and place where you can get away with the builder's trade. All jobs are different. I'm not blaming contractors or builders who are using them, but I know my standards are a little bit higher and I know I can explain to my homeowners why I use my products and why I stay shy from others. I just wanted to make a video to help you, homeowner, to keep your roofing contractor honest. If you're the homeowner and you're looking for a trustworthy contractor, check our Roofing Insights directory. We back up every single contractor on our list by $20,000 guarantee. If that contractor will mess up your job, I personally will back it up and I will make it right with you. roofinginsights.com/directory, description below.